Hello, everyone. Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review of Skeleton Crew, Episode 3. Uh, I really enjoyed this episode. This one felt like it was a lot of fun. I still don't think the show is perfect, and I even don't think that I'm completely the audience. So I understand why there's a lot of people that are just choosing not to watch this show. It's got a not a high barrier of entry when it comes to the lore or anything. It's more of like the tone of the show. It's definitely aimed at a younger audience. So if you're looking for something that's a little bit more serious, like Andor, then just kind of wait for Andor season two. But I'm really enjoying this. It's fun. It's got a lot of Amblin vibes. You really get to feel like these. I mean, these are kids that you're following around in the story, so things are going to be a little bit more. I almost feel like I, yeah, almost it feels very much like the kids in ET or even more updated, more contemporary, like Stranger Things, kind of running around, getting themselves into trouble, especially like season one of Stranger Things. So I'm really enjoying the tone of the show. It's very quick. They're brief episodes. There's some really fun mysteries that are not. It's not like a mystery that's going to take a whole season to solve. It's like a mystery that's mainly hidden from the kids, and I think that's the really fun part about the show. It feels like it's being told from the point of view of the children. So like, yeah, as an adult, I can probably figure out what's going on. And if they were adults, they would also probably figure out what's going on. But they're children, so they're gonna get in trouble. They're gonna cause a mess. So let's get into some of the stuff that's going down. We see that the parents of the kids are getting together now. Why the security droid comes in and tells them that they have left the barrier and they have no way to contact them now. So my question that I wrote down on my notes is like, why is this planet of Ad Aden keeping contact from the outside world? Why is it forbidden to go outside the barrier? What like I really like that part of the mystery, and I feel like that's gonna be like the season wide mystery, or even more. Like if this gets another season, I can see this even being set up for a longer mystery. But yeah, so the parents they're kind of nobody's leaving and nobody's bringing the kids back because nobody in the galaxy even believes that this planet exists. So we see that. So Captain Silvo from the first episode is revealed to be Jude Law in this episode. They call him Jod, I think. He calls himself Jod. He's got a few names. He's got actually like three different names in the series so far. The Crimson Captain or something like that. Somebody else calls him too. So it's very interesting. But eventually, Jod helps the kids sneak out in like the goofiest way possible out of that prison. It's like they don't really have the cells really locked up outside of like locking the actual cells. After that, you could just kind of go back into the market. It's very weird. I really like the way Jude Law is playing this character because it even makes me feel like, do we trust this guy or not? Like that's where are we going with this? So I really appreciate that. He also has to rescue the droid SM-33, and then of course that's where we kind of get the confirmation that he is Silvo. Like somebody calls him Silvo, so like somebody that has seen him without the mask. So Jod Silvo, he like I said, he's got multiple names. But overall, the escape sequence is very fun. You get to see their ship once everybody's back on board. The kids start piloting. So he puts some of them in charge while Silvo runs around trying to get things going. They're stuck by a fuel line, so there's a whole mess of him trying to get untangled. And you get to see some kind of cool jump to hyperspace. Every time they jump to hyperspace, the kids react so well. It's really really fun. We do have. I also like that the kids are smart. KB begins to question Silvo and his he's not fully like Neo's fully faded in. I think Wim's also kind of really fully believes that he's a Jedi. So but KB definitely has a lot more questions for this guy. They go to see an old friend, Kim, who is like this Matt, like she Kim is like this owl looking creature that seems to be like a very practical puppet. I think they had a little bit of CGI to finish off some of the effects, but it felt pretty practical for the most part, especially when the scenes where they were talking to each other as characters. Um, and she finds the planet with some of the information that the kids give out. They explain that there are some hidden planets from the old republic, and Aden may be the only one left. So once they have that information, we do find out that Kim had called in the Republic, the X-wings, to bring in to pretty much arrest Silvo or Jod or whatever you want to call him. So we see a really fun chase with some X-wings. And I don't know, like it feels like everybody wants to help out these kids, but who's truly looking out for them and who's truly looking out for themselves, that remains to be seen. But that X-wing chase was really fun. We got two of the kids to go into the gunner seats of the ship, and KB's really now kind of like the navigator, and then of course Neo just protect them at all costs. So very fun, very fun. And this show really, like, it's very quick pace. So like I don't have even a problem of like, oh, this is sometimes some of these shows can be like very slow and like I said, hiding a lot, where the payoff doesn't come. Like here, the payoffs come quick. The show's pretty like fastly paced. So yeah, it's a good time. Like 30 minutes is a good time I can give once a week to this show, and then come talk about it some more. So if you watched this episode of Skeleton Crew, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. As always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. And stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here on the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.